So while these books were something I was initially going back and forth on, I fully embraced it, and I'm so glad I did. What's up, guys? This is John, and you're watching Old Stuff is Cool. Today, in my latest comic haul, I have a couple online purchases to share with you. And if there are any fellow Moon Knight fans watching, stay tuned. This is going to be a good one. So the first batch of books I'm going to share with you comes from Instagram seller Comics for Cheap. These books come from a recent claim sale he had, and they range between $3 and $5 per book. So, starting things off with Marvel 2-in-1 number 13. Just a fun cover there. This is Thing and Power Man Luke Cage. Then we have Daredevil issue 188. Fantastic cover with our gal Black Widow. This Frank Miller run I've been chipping away at. In my last video, I picked up a bunch of books from the Frank Miller run, so be sure to check that out if you are a fan as well. But there are so many iconic covers, and they're not super expensive either. So very happy to add issue 188 to the collection. Then I feel like I've been doing fairly well with my 90s Silver Surfer run, so we got a bunch there. We have issue... Man, they made some of these issue numbers hard to read. Issue 114. Silver Surfer is all broken to pieces for some reason. Then this is a fantastic cover from this, the latter part of this run, issue 128, and we've got Silver Surfer with Spider-Man and Daredevil. Can't wait to read this one because I'm not sure. I'm not sure why they're at odds, but very cool cover from Tom Rainey, I believe. And then we have issue 136 featuring Mephisto, perennial opponent of the Silver Surfer, just causing no good for Norrin Rad. And then issue 138 here, we've got Thing, Benjamin Grimm. Moving on to the Silver Surfer Annual, issue number 7, featuring former Herald Morgue, and a great storyline with him taking on his other heralds. Morgue being a former executioner, was fiercely loyal to Galactus, had died, got better. And this cover is by Ron Lim, no less, who I mostly associate with that run. Then we got some Captain America here to round things out. This is the last book from Comics for Cheap. It is issue 337. I believe this is the first appearance of the Captain. This is the identity that Steve Rogers took up when he could no longer be Captain America. This Captain costume would go on to serve as the costume for U.S. Agent, who John Walker was his replacement Captain America. They did a little swapsies, and really cool part of the Mark Gruenwald run of Captain America. Then we have a single book from Whatnot seller Pike's Mark, and it turns out that he actually knows a few of my college buddies from Boston, his time in Boston as well. So very small world, kind of cool coincidence there. This is a Silver Age book. It's Daredevil, The Man Without Fear, issue 77. I believe Mike is usually on a few times a week doing sales. He usually has older books, and this one went up, was in really good condition, and the price was right. So I snagged this up. It's not of note, but I really like the cover. It's got not only Daredevil, it's got Namor and Spider-Man. So very cool. Issue 77 there. This last bunch of books is from one of the Facebook comic book claim groups I'm in. The seller Dan, one of the admins in the group, always has a hookup. He has great deals, and when I mentioned to him that I was looking for some Moon Knight books, he delivered in spades. Bunch of classic Bill Sienkiewicz covers. First, we have issue number 8. This is for Moon Knight Volume 1, his first ongoing series. All the ones I got from Volume 1 are all the covers I got from this pickup are from Bill Sienkiewicz also. So you got the werewolves, got a crazy laughing Moon Knight there. Then we have Moon Knight issue 14. This is the first appearance and origin of Stained Glass Scarlet. Then we have issue number 20. Another really great cover. This one employs some brighter colors, a little different from the largely black, white, and red motif I feel like that are in a lot of the Bill Sienkiewicz covers. Speaking of black and white, no red though. Issue 23. This is probably one of my favorites of this first volume of Moon Knight. And then last but not least, issue number 30. Got him going up against Werewolf by Night. who coincidentally, that's whose book Moon Knight first appeared in. So those are all the ones I got from Volume 1. But I had mentioned that I kind of want to go for Mark Spector Moon Knight, the books that first introduced the world to artist Stephen Platt. And this is definitely more of a big boy purchase. So we've got issue number 56. And Stephen Platt, very reminiscent, very influenced by Todd McFarlane as far as the details, the lines, the posing. Issue number 60. This is one that I used to own back in the day and had stupidly sold. So this is the final issue of the run, featuring the death of Mark Spector. He dies a lot and is resurrected by Khonshu, the god of the moon. So that part's not, that part's not too surprising. But I mean, just a great cover there. Tragic, don't get me wrong, but last issue of the series. And then this is the first time I'm ever owning this book. This is Stephen Platt's introduction and his first art, Moon Knight 55. And while I'm talking a lot about the art, I have read this storyline before, I think digitally. I believe it's written by Terry Cavanaugh. The story is bonkers. It's very 90s, kind of like just over the top. There's just like jumps in logic, and it's not a smooth read by any means. I mean, the main thing I'm getting these issues for is for the art. And while Stephen Platt's issues are number 55 to 60, right at the end of the run, he actually doesn't do the interior pencils for all of them. After all these years, and as 90s-rific as it is, I love it. I am not afraid to share that Stephen Platt, whenever he's doing kind of variant covers for modern books, I'll snatch them up. He's done a number of Moon Knight covers. I got those. He did some Fantastic Four covers. I think at time of recording, there's a post One World Under Doom series coming out where he has a great rendition of Doctor Doom. You bet you that I did a pre-order for that cover as well. So while these books were something I was initially going back and forth on, I fully embraced it, and I'm so glad I did. I will note I'm only missing one more issue of the Stephen Platt run here, and that's issue 56 that features Moon Knight and Spider-Man. You can very much, it's right on the nose. McFarlane is a huge influence on Platt, so that's one that I'm not in a rush to get, before end of the year, but if it happens, it happens. If not, you can bet that that'll go on my 2026 goal books for sure. And that'll do it for today's comic book haul. Guys, this video will drop the week of Thanksgiving, so if you're celebrating, I hope you have a very happy Thanksgiving, whether you celebrate with friends, family, or solo. And if you enjoyed this video, guys, you can do me a huge favor, like, comment, and subscribe. Do all the YouTube things. That way you won't miss out on any new videos, and it's an easy way to support the channel. But thank you so much for tuning in today, and I hope to catch you in the next video. Take care.